Hello, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic, and I'm back with week and block 15 of Moda Blockheads 6. This one is called Petal Pusher by Crystal Manning, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? It looks simple, but as always with these things, just because it looks simple doesn't mean it is simple. I was excited to see it was another foundation paper piece in one, so straight away I got into this. I did watch the Moda Blockheads video. I didn't watch anybody else's this time around because it did look like it did make me feel confident that I was going to be able to do it. But as you can see here now, as I get stuck in, straight away I do this wrong. I'm pinning these on the front when they should be the back, and this is where straight away in my mind I'm thinking, well, okay, something doesn't seem quite right, something doesn't seem to work out. This is the bit where I'm kind of confused. But I'm proud of myself because I didn't just quit and then try and look for another video. I tried to figure it out myself, and I did have a bit of time on this particular day, so I did have a lot of patience. On this day I actually did the blocks 15 and 16, so it was a really great quilting crafty day for me actually. And yes, I'm proud of myself with the way I worked through this one. I'm also proud of the way it came out, which is unusual because normally I start off full of optimism, and then when I see the end result, I'm just thinking to myself, oh man, what happened? What went wrong? But you can see I have figured it out, and I probably don't do it the easiest way. I'm probably not following the instructions as they should be. You see the seam ripper comes out quite a bit of times, but I figure it out along the way, and I'm just showing you now one of the blocks that I do. Obviously we need to do 4 of these. And the thing that I was conscious of as well is making sure that the yellow fabric is my background fabric, and I wanted to make sure that the pink and the greys at the side were actually going to match up, because I did see someone on the Facebook group say although they did it, they didn't get, like, for example in mine, as you can see now, the greys touching and the pinks touching, so they look pretty great. I really do love the way foundation paper piecing looks from these blocks. I think it is my most favourite go-to when it comes to quilting blocks. This particular one as well, as you can see, has got some half square triangles as well as the square in the square technique, so it's great that I'm getting to practice those as well. No flying geese in this one, which is great. You can see here this is still coming along quite nicely. I would say maybe, I would say around about an hour to complete this, which is one of the quickest ones that I've done. And I know you experienced quilters out there, if you're watching this, are probably thinking you got it done in half the time, or that's kind of the amount of time you would expect. If you saw some of my earlier videos, you will know that over this past 15 weeks I have come a long way. So anybody watching this that hasn't started or hasn't tried or is thinking they're going to be a bit of a failure, which is what I did at the beginning, I would encourage everyone to persevere and just keep going with them. Absolutely love the way this centre square and a square pans out, and you can see my sizing's pretty much spot on as well, so I was very lucky in that respect. Normally I don't have enough fabric left to trim back. Then it's time to get ahead with these half square triangles. Again, something that I've been trying to improve upon. I did see Corioda on her channel talk about the importance of kind of folding it back before you do the trimming, and stitching just kind of a thread's length away as well, just so it is at an actual half and half. So I've been practicing that and 100% agree. I think it's made a world of difference, even though it's probably just a millimetre out. Everything is so precise in quilting. Honestly, you need to be a mathematical genius. I keep saying this. So this is it coming together for me now, and just sewing the rows together. As you can see I've got the pins out here. I was so focused on not losing those joining pieces. I didn't want them to be misaligned. Some of the blocks I've done the past few weeks have looked great when they've all been together at the side of each other on my little board, and then when I've stitched them together, it's kind of lost the effect of a kind of a complete piece, really, with the way that they've been matched together. So I was super conscious this time round with that. And you can see there on the left, it didn't quite work because the grey doesn't look fully aligned, but yet the pink does. So I feel like there's nothing I could do about that, really, too much to avoid that issue. I think if you look at this centrepiece now where the foundation paper piecing was, excuse me, I think that's definitely, again, where the order where you put those on makes a big difference, because the grey is overlapping the pink. So there's so much detail, isn't there? There's so much things to think about. This one here, you can see it coming together, and it looks a little bit wonky because I have tried to keep those scant 1/4 inch wherever I can, even though I don't, from memory, don't think it mentions that. But because I have been losing a bit of fabric, I've been trying to be as stingy as I can with my seam allowances. Now I finished this one here, and the seam ripper comes out because you can see I'm just off track, and I'm so close to getting my first perfect block. I don't want to give up the ghost just yet, so I'm trying again I'm unpicking this and I'm going to try and sew it again. Again, leaving as much seam allowance as I can, just to try and make that, give it a bit more space to make the pattern complete, I guess. So if you've been following along with Moda Blockheads, I hope you've been enjoying these videos. I believe there's not many more to come. I believe there's a bit of period of time where we have a few weeks grace where we can get our setting pieces together and whatnot. So if you're fed up of seeing this on my channel, it is coming to an end pretty soon, but I have really enjoyed the experience. And you can see here, this is my final block. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed following along, and I hope you have a great crafting weekend.